Hello everyone, welcome to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the One Piece bounties and seeing what I would make them if I was the creator of One Piece. This is fake. This is not even connected. I'm going to be completely honest with all of you. Look at this. Look at it. It's no. I don't have the device to, so we're just going to do this because it looks cool. But without further ado, let's get into the bounties. Now, off the rip, you might be thinking, who are we going to talk about? Luffy? Mihawk? Shanks? No.
Someone even more important.
Buggy D Clown.
Shut your mouth!
I know Buggy is a joke and a meme in the community, but I'm being completely dead serious. I think his bounty is completely deserves. I don't think I have to change it at all. If I had to change it, I'd actually make it higher. I'd make it 3.5. The reasoning is 3.1 right now. And we're not just basing this off strength, like most people. We're going to base this off the world, the building. So, Buggy right now, in the world of One Piece, he is known as the leader of the Cross Guild. He leads Mihawk, he leads Crocodile, and that's the Marine Hunter that people know all around. He even has a higher bounty than Buggy himself, and he's the leader. So, that just shows how infamous he is. And Crocodile used to run the place in Alabasta, and he used to be a warlord, so he has 1.9 billion bounty, and Buggy rules them both in the world's eyes. So I don't see a problem with him being 3.1 billion. But seriously, actually I do think that right now we have not seen Cross Guild do anything, but as soon as we see Cross Guild do stuff other than just paying off bounties like they've been doing in the manga currently, as soon as they do something really important, that's when I think Buggy will should deserve a 3.5 or even a 4 billion. That's just my take on it. This is my video. Don't fight in the comments.
Luffy! It's good to see you, buddy! Luffy!
Next up, we're just going to go with a big hitter. Although the last one was a huge hitter, we're going to go with a big one here. We got a member of the Straw Hat Pirates, Roronoa Zoro.
Damn it, it's your fault we've fallen so far behind, you stupid mosshead. If we lose this round, How'd this happen? The path is gone!
Now Zoro has a really unique bounty. His bounty is, and I can't remember if this is right, but I think it's his birthday. I'll put it up on screen if it's right. I think it's his birthday. 1111111. His bounty is 1,111,000,000. And Zoro's bounty, I think, is too low. Now, personally, people are gonna say, of course it's too low. It's gotta be 2 billion. I've seen a lot of people say it should be a 2 billion bounty flat. Now, the reason I don't think that should be a 2 billion bounty is not only because of strength, because remember, this is how people see the character in the world, or what are they a part of. Buggy, as much as we like to meme, he's not really that strong.
Shut your mouth!
Zoro is really strong. It's just he's not really established as well as like a Luffy, like a Kaido, or a Shanks, or Blackbeard, or even the frickin' Admirals. Zoro is known. We do know that because even Vegapunk at the start of Egghead, well, not the main Vegapunk, but the one of the versions of Vegapunk was going to attack, and then Shaka, Vegapunk #1, rest in peace, he said, do you know who that is? That is Roronoa Zoro. He can kill you because he's so calm right now. So people do know of him. His title on his bounty is the Sword Master, and right now around the world, I'm assuming people see him as like the top 5 greatest swordsmen. To us, he's probably number 2 or number 3, because Shanks is there, and people sometimes consider Shanks a swordsman. And if I had to combine the strength, I think the strength warrants a 1.111 billion bounty. I just think so. That is a given. I don't think anything else contradicts that. But when it comes to infamy and what thing he's a part of, let's count it down. He's the Straw Hat Pirates, already infamous as hell. In my opinion, if I'm gonna just give him off of infamy and strength, I think the highest I can give Zoro is a 1.5. I can't give him 2 bill. Because people will just say a number and just forget that that number is, like, other people also have that number that do not compare in Zoro in strength or in infamy. Okay. I did something wrong there. I didn't actually explain very well what I meant by Zoro should not be at 2 bill, because compared to other people, just look at it like people are just saying stuff out of nowhere and just going, he has 2 billion, not remembering that there are other people that have 2 billion bounties that don't even like reflect Zoro in any sort of way, at least to me. Again, this is my opinion. But I just wanted to clarify this real quick. So while I talk about this, enjoy the cool clouds. Maybe there'll be something that pops up every once in a while, or it'll just stay like this. But like, I hate myself for doing this mid-video app session, because now I have to add this in the middle of the video, record it after, and then add it, and then edit it again. But I have to make this video as best I can without a script. So here we go. Think of it like this. The only person, and surprisingly, we don't have a lot of people in the One Piece world that have a bounty between 2 billion and 3 billion. It's always just jumping from each one. But we did have one, which was Blackbeard. Now his bounty is higher. It's at 3.9 billion. So he doesn't have the bounty anymore. But just to compare, bounty before the increase had like a 2.5 something billion bounty. And I don't think if anyone with a sane mind would say that Zoro now could beat the Blackbeard from around Big Mom Whole Cake Island arc, which is when he had that bounty. I don't think anyone with the right mind, or maybe they can pull some crap out of their ass. I know the community is crazy, so I don't think he can beat him, and not only beat him, but have the level of infamy that Blackbeard has, especially with the Guru no Mi and what he did in the Marineford War. So him having that type of bounty, and then someone just saying, yep, him being a part of the Straw Hat Pirates and being known as a sword master around the world, that makes him that level of infamy. I just don't see it, and that's what I was trying to convey. I do talk about some stuff in the actual video that I recorded yesterday with like a whole, like, think about this with Luffy, but I think Luffy would have been too on the nose because he's the main character, so I just wanted to do someone else that actually did have a 2 billion bounty, and this is the one. That's the mid-video yap sesh over. Now, I put a character in the clouds while I was like talking. If you guys can name the character without Googling him in the comments, I'll pin your comment. And I need the first guy or the first woman to do that. If you can name that character, I'll pin your comment. Anyway, back to the video. Yap sesh over. I think I'm going to move on for Zoro here. I've been rambling on a bit too much. So we're going to move on and not talk about such a big character now. We're going to talk about little low-tier characters. Now whoever I show, and if you don't think this is a low-tier character, well, I'm sorry I offended you, but let's move on. Hold on, guys. I know we're on the new section, but I got to build this man up. This man is a legend. No, always mean the greatest character. Everyone loves this guy. No one hates him. Gotta give him a little entrance.
There was one man who was the strongest and greatest character. There was one myth of a man whose skill rivaled all others.
Jack the Drought.
Now, Jack the Drought here, in the anime and in the manga, has a 1 billion bounty. He's actually the first ever person we meet that has a 1 billion bounty. And does he live up to the hype? No. No, he doesn't. Now, the only problem with Jack and his 1 billion bounty that I can say he doesn't deserve it, is I've seen stuff about Jack and people with 1 billion bounties that are so much better than him that I'm like, how does he have one? Now, I do have a theory on why he has one, and I do believe that it's kind of justified. Let me explain. Jack in his own right is pretty freaking powerful. If I was going to just base this off power, I would say Jack has a 600 to 700 million bounty. 600. I would say 600. 650, maybe. The only reason 1 bill is probably justified is because he's on Kaido's crew. Kaido's crew, Jack, and if the government know that he's half fishman, and he helped Kaido find the poneglyphs, I think his bounty should be 700 million, but because of the Kaido crew thing, 850 million. I think that is a good number for Jack, and yeah, that's just my take. Alright guys, now I was gonna go, and I'm just gonna say it now, I was gonna go into another emperor, but I came across another person that, in my opinion, a lot of people downplay. This is a bounty that people forget how, like, he has a bounty because of his role in the story. It's of course Sabo, young Naruto. Anime watchers will understand that reference. Sabo here is canon bounty is right now 602 million. Now that's not a bad bounty by any means. Now, as much as I love Luffy, and we all know how much Oda loves Luffy because he gives him spotlight everywhere he goes, I think Sabo, like, decently could fight high tier characters, and he has. Recently he fought two admirals. Of course they had to hold back because they were in Marijoa, but he did it, and he was still in the fight. He didn't back down or lose or nothing. He ran out of the Gorosei's palace because Emu and everything happening with that, and VV and Wapple. That was the whole thing. Not only that, but when we first meet him, he goes to Dressrosa and absolutely wipes the floor. He spars with Fujitora. I'm not saying he could beat Fujitora, I'm just saying he spars with Fujitora. And he does pretty freaking well. He beats a ton of champions in the ring instantly. Pretty freaking amazing. Next time we see him, he is invading Marijoa, doing pretty freaking amazing. And now, where he's headed at, people are calling him the Flame Emperor. Just off that, he definitely has a downgraded bounty. In my opinion, I think Sabo deserves 2 bill flat. Everything in the story we've seen so far, Sabo has done amazing at. But yeah, and you know what? What's even better? Right now, he's more well-known and more famous than Dragon, Luffy's father and the leader of the Revolutionary Army. People are saying Sabo is more infamous than Dragon. That definitely deserves a 2 bill. I'm sorry. It deserves a 2 billion. And if you disagree, you disagree.
It should have been me, not him! It's not fair!
I think the last one we're going to cover for today, we have Blackbeard's current bounty is 3.996 billion. Right up there, almost at the 4 billion. Like right there. He's this close. He's this close. But he didn't make it. And that's because Shanks is at 4 billion, 0.50 or something. Blackbeard in Infamy, we're going to start with this one first because he has a lot of feats. That's why we're going to start with Infamy first. Just look what he did at Marineford. That's literally all I got to say. It was literally live streamed to every single person around the world, and he stole the Devil Fruit, and then all the Marines know who he is. He became an Emperor of the Sea, which made him even more notable out in the world. He's gone through a whole journey since then, and it's insane. He even invaded the Amazon's islands. So my personal opinion, I think you should have a 3.796 billion. That's just me. Hey everyone, this is the outro. Now you might be wondering why I'm wearing different clothes. I look better, well, maybe not the second part, but there are going to be more videos, and because I'm crouching in a weird way, so I'm not sitting, and my dog is chilling. Hey, come here, buddy. Let's say hi to the video. This is my dog. His name is Lucky. His father's name is Oreo. This is not relevant, and this outro is kind of being recorded last second because the last one got corrupted. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Lucky. Did they enjoy the video? Okay, he doesn't care. If you enjoyed the video, come back because I'm going to be making more videos related to Dragon Ball, Jujutsu Kaisen, One Piece, mostly One Piece. But I will be doing other videos too, scripted, non-scripted, and others. So if you enjoyed this video, hit a subscribe, hit a like. You want to say bye to the viewers? Say bye. Come on, say bye. Come on. He doesn't care. Peace, guys.